Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. It has only been 5 days since I started my tomato plants and my Jamaican sorrel, and they have already sprouted. So let me show them to you. This is the Jamaican sorrel or Thai roselle, and check it out. It is already growing and sprouting. I just took them out of the Ziploc bag and they look just like this. It looks like there's 4 that have not sprouted. Wait, actually, this one has sprouted and it's all the way out. So this one here, it's empty and they are looking pretty nice. You see this right here. So I haven't been able to decide yet whether I'm gonna put 1 per pot or if I'm gonna do 2 per pot. Usually I do 2 per pot and then choose the best one. I think that's what I'm gonna do here so that I can save space, because the rest of these are for my peppers and eggplants. So I wanna save a lot of those for. So today I am going to be putting the pre-sprouted Jamaican sorrel or Jamaican tea hibiscus into the pots. So all you want to do here is pick the ones that you're going to plant together. I usually pick the biggest ones and then assign a small one to it, because the bigger ones are probably going to be my ones that I keep. So I don't want to put 2 big ones together because this just doesn't seem right. So we're going to put two together and like that. So now we're going to have 4 pots of Jamaican hibiscus tea that I can grow out, and 4 pots should be enough to grow a ton of tea. In order to put them into the pot, I have this comb that has a pointy end that I like to use, and I make a hole deep enough for it and I just push it in. I want to put it as deep as I can. Here, there we go, just like that. That one's gonna be a single lonely one because I'm pretty sure that one's gonna be its own little plant. That one's the strongest of all, it's the biggest one. It is always a fun time of year, the early spring, and I enjoy the process of planting the seeds and thinking about what I'm gonna be growing this year and how I'm gonna be eating those things. I gotta admit, I'm pretty bad at eating vegetables. I eat quite a bit of vegetables, but I enjoy the process of growing vegetables more than I enjoy the process of eating vegetables. So if you know any good recipes out there for vegetables, leave them in the comments below. Here are a few tiny seedlings now. Some of them got buried a little deeper because they don't have a big enough taproot, so I want most of the taproot to be underneath the soil, so it's looking pretty good. And check this out, the tomatoes that I started are also coming up already. So I planted these on the 26th, but look at this, I'm pretty bad. I put the 28 on this one, so I'm gonna have to redo those. But yeah, these are the gladiator tomatoes that I'm gonna be transferring out into the pots, into the 5-gallon buckets, and then I'm gonna grow them in my garage and in front of my garage. So I'm gonna be protecting these babies a lot. I'm excited about growing tomatoes very early on. So that is all of the update on the Jamaican hibiscus. But if you want, stay tuned right now, and the rest of this video is going to be a preview of what I have growing in my grow room right now. In my grow room, I have a lot of plants that I am overwintering, and some plants that are house plants that are my side hustle. So I grow a lot of plants and I sell them in the summer. So I have a few in here and I'm going to show you those right now. These little babies here are yuzu lemons that I am growing out. Check out this baby yuzu lemon. This one was started last year and it has been in this small cup, so it hasn't grown a whole lot. But I wanted to bring them indoors so they didn't die outside. But I do have a couple of these planted outdoors that I haven't protected, and I think they're gonna survive. I have 4 planted outdoors and I think all 4 will survive. And that is gonna be a miracle, because do you know of any other citrus that will survive outdoors in Zone 7A? Yuzu is one of them and is a true citrus because you can eat it as a true citrus. Trifoliate orange or flying dragon, it's also another citrus that will grow outdoors here in Zone 7A, but that one's supposed to be pretty bitter and it's actually fuzzy. But this one, the yuzu, you can grow and eat like a table lemon. I will show you just a little walkthrough of what it's here. These are the yuzu lemons. This one is a tea plant, and I bought this tea plant from Edible Landscapings when I went down to Afton, Virginia, and this actually survives outdoors, Zone 7A. So you cut the leaves and then you make tea out of it. I am also growing a star fruit that I started from seed. Check out my little seedling right here. It's looking pretty. I have 3 of them. This is a yuzu lemon, and it came out of all the same batch that I have of seeds, but this one is variegated, so this one's special because I love variegated plants. These right here are variegated monsteras that I'm propagating out from a huge plant that I was gifted recently. And check this out, it has a new little leaf coming right here. So exciting. Right over here, I did a shorts video about how to grow basil from your old plants. And if you go outside and you take some of the seeds from your plants, these are them. They are kind of small right now, but I'm gonna have to transfer them into different pots and I can grow them out. Right over here, I have lemon trees that I started from cuttings from my tree that I have. And check that out, I have a couple of them. I'm hoping to give this to family and friends so that we can grow the same lemon tree. And years from now, we can say, hey, this is the same lemon tree. We all grow it together. Right over here, I have more baby monsteras that I'm propagating from little sample cultures, and they are doing quite well too. This one right here, I have a subscriber that recently asked me if I can make a video or if I know how to do soursop. This one is soursop. My mother had a fruit that she got as a gift, and I took the seeds out, and check this out. The soursops are coming up. They're supposed to produce in about 3 to 4 years if you start them from seed. So we'll see. I'll keep this in pots and grow them out as an indoor plant and see if it grows any. Right over here, I have canna lilies. Last year, I learned about canna lilies. They're just a flower, and they look beautiful, and they look very tropical, so that's why I really like them. And I'm starting them from seeds that I saved last year. I'm gonna make a video about how to start canna lilies from seed pretty soon, because if you buy the roots at the store, they can be like $10 or $4 for a root. But if you start them from seed, you can buy 20 seeds for about 10 bucks, and you can grow about 20 plants. Plus, it is fun to grow them out. Right over here, I have some artichokes that I started, and they are doing okay-ish. It's very hard to sprout them, and hopefully I'll have some plants that I can put out this year. Right over here, I have a mango that I started from seed, and it's just starting to sprout. I have a 4-year-old tree that I started from seed, and that one is doing quite well. No mangoes yet. That one's probably gonna take 10 years to give me any fruit. Right down here on this shelf, I have the pepper plants that I am overwintering. I do have some sort of fly aphid infestation, so I have been applying a lot of neem oil and soap to these guys. And it seems like we have it under control now, which is good because I want these to survive. They've survived all winter, and I only have 2 more months to go before they go out into the ground. So I'm hoping to have them survive the winter. Check these out. Right inside here, I use the lights, the ambient light, to have lights for this guy right here. This is a false cardamom plant. It smells like cinnamon when you crush it, and it is so beautiful. This is an understory plant. I think it's related to ginger because it pretty much looks like ginger, but you can add it to your rice, sweet rice, and it will make it smell like cinnamon. It's pretty tasty. This pot right here, I am overwintering my lemongrass, and last year I noticed that one of them survived in my garage, so I decided to be a little more kind to it this year. I put it into this 5-gallon bucket at the end of the summer last year, and I brought it indoors, and it has been growing quite well. And then I'm gonna be using a lot of these stalks to propagate it in the spring. So there you have it. That's what I'm growing in my grow room right now. I believe tomorrow or the day after, I'm gonna be starting my peppers and my eggplants, so be on the lookout for that video. And hopefully on Sunday, I will take some of the other seedlings that I have in my hoop house, and I'm gonna be putting them inside the greenhouse. I'm gonna take them out from their plugs and put them into the greenhouse raised beds, and hopefully we can start growing out even more vegetables from here on out. Happy March, everyone, and I hope that you are getting ready for your 2023 gardening season. I am already ahead of the game because I've already planted some plugs into the ground, and I have been clearing all of the other beds in preparation for making space for all the seedlings that I'm going to be starting very soon here. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.